Hi, I'm Mimi, and I'd like to invite you to do some drawing and painting and sketching with me. Here we go! Hello and welcome to Mimi's Sketchbook. Today we are going to practice different kinds of brush strokes with our round paintbrush. Today we're going to talk a little bit about brushes and brush strokes. And I thought I'd show you some paint brushes. These are called round brushes because they're round. And they come in all different sizes from real fine to pretty big. And but we don't always need a huge selection of brushes to get a wide variety of strokes. So I want to show you what we can do with just one brush. And one brush can create a lot of different strokes if we just give it a little practice. So that's what I thought we would do today. But before we start, I just want to talk just a little bit about taking good care of your paintbrush. And what we want to do when we wet our paintbrush is just to kind of tap it to the side. Tap it gently this way and this way when we wash it, when we wash it out, when we load it, when we get some paint from our paint trays. We just want to tap it from the side, and that helps to maintain that really nice straight shape and the point. Sometimes people want to go and smash their brush like this. Don't do that, because every time you do that, you're forcing the brushes to flare out. And we want our brush to have that nice fine point at the end. So remember, take good care of your brush, clean it and paint and lift paint out with a side stroke, a nice gentle side stroke. Never pound, pound, pound like that. That will hurt our brush. Okay, so to start, I'm going to take my little spray bottle and I'm going to spritz my colors to get them activated. And that just kind of helps a little bit to so it doesn't take so long to get the color going. And it doesn't matter what color you start with, but I'm just going to have fun playing with going through the color wheel. So I'm going to start with, let's start with blue. That's a fine place to start. And I'm going to just use my brush to make some long straight lines. That's easy to do. But I also can make some thick lines. And I do that by pressing down. See how different, how wide the stroke is when I press it down? Let's do it again. Let's press it down all the way. It makes a nice wide stroke. But I can also make a very thin stroke. And I do that by holding my brush straight up and down. I'm holding it like this so that I can slide my finger across the page and keep the brush point barely touching it. Look at that fine brush, that fine stroke I can make. I don't need a fine brush because I have the nice fine tip of this brush to make it with. So with one brush, I can get all real fine, real thick, and medium strokes. I don't have to be switching brushes around all the time. Okay, let's switch our color a little bit. Let's go to the next color in the color wheel and go over to purple. And let's make some finer lines. Let's practice some fine lines. So I'm just going to practice doing this. Now this is actually fun. We can kind of just think about our brush stroke Can I make it smaller? Can I make it wider? What happens when I make the different strokes? I'm going to try a little different color, a little different purple, and I think I'm going to practice making some different kind of stroke. Just practicing, learning how to move your hand in different directions. It's always nice to be able to do patterns and to think up patterns. Okay, let's try. Go to our next color, and that could be a magenta. Wet my brush a little bit. Let's see what happens when we paint magenta dots on the blue. I can paint like these are kind of dashes. If I need to load that up a little more, I can make them smaller and random. Don't have to make them so regular. Move on to another red. Now what happens when I push down? I can push down on my brush and get some. Push down and lift up. And you can get some really nice strokes. Go ahead and try this. Okay, what if I push down and lift? Push down and give it a little twist there. My point becomes a little pointier instead of rounder. This would be great for petals on a flower, wouldn't they? They look just like daisy petals. Okay, let's see. Let's go over to some orangey color. And look, I'm going to use my paintbrush in another way now. I'm going to use the side. Look at how nice and wide that is, using the side. That's nice. Some little quick short stabs of color. Let's go to yellow and let's see. Let's make some curved rhythmic lines. This could be grasses. Quick. Let's find a green. Make some wavy lines. And you can do the same thing with your brush and make wide, wavy, of course. Let's move over and get some turquoise. And let's do something else. Try and do little circles here. You never know when you want to be able to manipulate your brush and to be able to go in circles or X's or make little wispy lines. So in mine, I'm left-handed, so mine went in this direction, but I should probably practice going in another direction too. So let's try some going this way. Sure does look like grass. And let's move over to blue, and let's try some controlled ups and downs. We find pattern everywhere in nature, and it's always nice to be able to recognize it and to remember it to add to our own paintings. And there you go. That's just a fun little exercise. You could fill up pages and pages with all kinds of squiggles and doodles, getting to know your paints and your paintbrushes better. Well, thanks for stopping by at Mimi's Sketchbook, and I hope you try it.